Good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It is Don here with you, and with me again is the one and only Leatherneck Mike. Hey there, Mike. How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing good, Don, my friend. How are you? Good to be back for another Wednesday night of PBE action.
That it is, and yeah, I think looks like our mics are synced up well and everything. So yeah, we got some action, and I didn't see the graphics. Did I miss them for the game preset? I forgot to check.
Didn't no, one didn't get
Didn't get
made
made. Okay.
this week, but they will be back next week.
All right, so I will do it the old-fashioned way, just not a problem. So first up, we're going to do a quick sim. Change that on the ticker, and there we go. And it is the June the 3rd, and let's not skip the first day like however I did that last time. I just don't know
Yeah,
how
I
I did
still
that.
didn't figure that one out.
Yeah, that was special, I guess. Oh wait, 6-3, not June 6 slash 3. There we go. Okay, so that should do that. All righty. For some reason and now Twitch has it to where you have to have focus on Twitch for the ads to play. There we go. Now it's passed. All right. I was looking over. I was like, okay, my stream's not updating. Oh, that would be why. So lots of fun. So let's see here. So today is marked as the second. So I should be able to safely advance a day. And we'll go over and look at world scores. Here we go. And we got stuff up. All right. Let's get day one going here and see what happens here in Quick Sim. I'll do the left side. You want to do the right side? That work for you?
That's fine.
Alrighty, so we'll start off in Seattle, where the Serpents take out the Crabs in a shutout, 6-0. And instead of doing it that way, why don't I do it the right way? Box score. There we go. Crabs take a 6-0 win on the road. Providence. Let's see. We had a 2-hit day for Bub. Seattle with a 1-hit day for 3 different players: Hinkley, Healer, and Arenando. Winner's going to be Cruz. Loss is going to go to McQueen. Player of the game is Justin Cruiser.
Vancouver beats New Orleans in a intra-conference battle, thanks mostly to 3 runs in the fourth. 4 hits from McLovin for Vancouver is your standout hitter on the winning side. Beans gets the wins for the Vandals, 6 innings, 3 earned. Eshelman, the loss for New Orleans, 3 2/3, 5 earned. McLovin, your player of the game.
And on over to Lunar Base, where my Slothies lose in extra innings. 2 runs in the 12th for Lunar Base, beat out 1 run by the Sloths and take this one. San Antonio, big hitter, this Don Marcus guy I never heard of. 4 for 6 on the day, 3 for 4 day for Althouse. Win's going to go to Yetev, and the loss is going to go to Emil, and Link Althouse is going to be your player of the game.
Indy walks it off in the ninth. Gagne with a 2 run home run versus a miss will get the win over Toronto. Gagne with those 2 RBIs on that ninth inning home run, and then Webb had a home run off of Chicken for Toronto. Chicken, though, despite the home run given up, that was his only one. 9 innings, 1 earned. Benico, 6 innings, 1 earned. Calm Chicken, a calm and measured player of the game.
And on over to Detroit, where Boise takes out the Raptors take out the Demons 6-4. Let's see, Boise, a couple hits from 4 different players, home runs for Bonga, Hopkins, Dinger. On the Detroit side, we had Poe with a home run and Jam as well. Win's going to go to Phenomenon. Loss going to go to Mulligan. Save for Steele, and your player of the game is Sir Poe.
Outer Banks and DVS, an originals matchup. Outer Banks wins 4-3 with 1 run in the top of the 10th. Big hitter, I'll say it's the 2 hits and 2 RBIs from Garbanzo. Death Valley gets a couple of RBIs from Lamborghini on a home run in the fourth. Pruitt, a quality start, 6 innings and 3 earned, but he does not get the decision. That goes to Keith, who gets the loss. Jones, a quality start as well, but he does not get the decision either. It's Khan who gets the win. Wombat Jones, the OBX starter, is your player of the game.
And on to Cancun, Toros 11-1 shellacking over the Voyagers. New York, rough day at the plate, only 6 hits, 2 of them going to Otaj. Cancun had a lot of hits, only a couple players not getting a home run for Sterling, Death Rage, and Murphy in this one. The win is going to go to Fielder, lost to Woods, and your player of the game is Tyler Death Rage.
And I believe that is the 7th in a row that New York has lost after starting out
Oof.
incredibly well. Speaking of great starts, Nashville. They beat Buffalo here 10-5. Multi-hit days from 4 different players. That'll get it done. Buffalo Buckshank was really the only guy who had a standout day. He was 3 for 5. Ren Trade 4 1/3, 6 earned, got the loss. Mulder 6 2/3, 3 earned. Quality start for Nashville and the win. Hayden Andrews Jr., your player of the game.
And on to the minors, where Louisville Lemurs take out the Hepcats 6-3. Close one there. Kansas City had 3 RBI day for Warwick. Louisville had a couple RBIs from Kwanzaa and Duke Newsom. The win's going to go to Geralt. Loss is to Kevin Choate. And your player of the game is Ultimo Khan.
Chicago beats the Bots 4-3 with a run in the 10th inning. That was a Anderson solo home run. That was his only hit of the day, but it was the most important. Renji got the start, 5 2/3, 2 earned, and only 3 strikeouts. Skumakun got the win in extras. Player of the game, Osaka Rinji, the starter for Chicago.
And the Swifties win over the Wheelies 10-3. Anchorage, 8 hits on the day. Home run for Gonzalez. And the Swifties, with 11 hits on the day, had 3 RBI day for Dog Maple. The win's going to go to Ramirez, save for Jones. Lost to Treadwell, and your player of the game is Avery Akers.
Bruce City defeats the Firehawks 4-2 on the back of 13 hits. Not the most efficient day of the world, but you're going to have a pretty good day when 3-4-5 has 7 hits combined. California gets a 3-hit day from Bon Sparrow, but that was about it. Volek, 4 2/3, 2 earned. A decent start for California, less innings than you'd like. Same can be said for Martin, 4 2/3, 1 earned from Hin. Ejecto, your player of the game. Bear is your winning pitcher.
And the Dillos win over the Mingos 6-2. Let's see, we had everybody getting a hit. It was Oprah Winfrey Day there for Amarillo. You get a hit, you get a hit, you get a hit. Let's see, a double for Man. Florida had a 3-hit game from Honcho. Win's going to go to Ocolone. Blahaj gets the save. Mocker gets the loss, and Bartolo Ocolone, your player of the game. And on to our first sim day, which I believe is a primetime game. Finish today. All right, make sure I do it right. I don't want to mess it up. Let's see here. DVS and OBX are playing primetime game number 2, so this one matters to everybody. Update my ticker. All right, there we go. So what we need here? We need OBS and Death Valley. And I got some method to my madness because I noticed that, the sloths are going to be our last game of the day. So I'll have you do the first, third, and fifth games, and I'll color the first, third, and fifth, and I'll take the second and fourth so that I'm not announcing the sloths game. It's bad luck. Bad luck, man. Bad luck.
Well, see, it's always been good luck for me, but I understand it's different for different casters. It seems
It definitely
some of us
is.
it's great luck, some of us it's not good luck.
All I know is I never want to co-host a World Series game again if I'm going to be in it. That is bad luck. Alrighty, we got a. I think we have one up, don't we? Why do I have a hard time seeing the predictions? There we go. Prediction is up. Which team has more hits, OBX or DVS? OBX with the huge advantage. Oh, not now. Somebody put some money down on DVS. So we get your points out there, and no fun unless you use them, right? You ready, Mike?
Yes, I am, sir. Let's go to the Valley of the Sun. So here comes Billy the Kid. He's going to face this Outer Banks lineup today. 46 1/3 for him. A rough start, a 5.05 ERA. With a 1-2 pitch, he lets one runner on, who will then immediately steal second base while Arya Harper, which will give way to Shit McDaniel. The 1-2, and McDaniel strikes out.
And Harper, 33 steals already. Make that 34. Holy moly.
Yeah, make that 34 indeed. Here's Garbanzo, 3-2, walked in. So now here's Swift, the four-hole hitter hitting 169, but a problem spot for them all year. 1-2 is a fly out to left, which will not score a run. And here's Richard. The 0-1 to Richards lifted into right field.
Ooh.
This has got a chance. It's not going to go. And that's what I meant when I said it's been a little bit of a problem for them. They got really good hitters at the top three. Garbanzo, McDaniel, and Harper having good starts to the year. And then 4 or 5, the guys who can maybe drive in 1-2-3, 168 and 217. Hopefully that will improve for the Aviators as the season goes on, as Lanky Schramm gives up a double to Ted Giannoulis. Schramm this season, also a 5.05 ERA. Isn't that an interesting parallel? In 51 in 2/3 innings. 2-2 to Gnomes, a little slapper, and that is bobbled. Swift just couldn't handle it. But both teams get a runner to third base, and neither team will score him. After one, we got a couple of base runners for each side, but we don't have any runs.
Could be one of those ball games, it looks like already.
The 0-2 to Steve Duke, who will fly this thing into right. And here's Aaron Henry, batting 246. Bouncer to third over to first for a simple 2-pitch out. Full count to Curtis Jones, who strikes out, and Billy the Kid is through 2. He's got 2 strikeouts on the day, 9K per 9. Not that bad. We go to the DVS half of the second, and Smalls is going to strike out. So a really good, well, order in general, but a good bottom of the order for Death Valley. Montalban grounds out. Essence and Flamingo doing really well. Flamingo's hitting 300.
Oh.
Essence is going to reach because of an error. So Evanescence gets on. And here is a literal Flamingo who strikes out 1 and 2. So I got a question for you, Don. So if that's actually a Flamingo, what is holding the bat? Is it the legs? Is it one of the legs?
It has to be. I mean, you only need one leg to stand if you're a flamingo, and if he's literally a flamingo, the question is he
so
left or right leg?
Yeah, so I can only assume that the whatever the handedness of the player is we're going to have a pitch out that results in a throw out. Back in the actual action with Arya Harper getting gunned down in second. Thought that was important. Sure, McDaniel's going to fly out. But anyway, as I was going to say, I would imagine, Don, that if it's a left-handed hitter, you just wrap the right leg around the bat, and that's how a literal Flamingo hit.
Has to be awkward to walk on.
Yeah, it does. Wouldn't you think? Have a shin guard on the other one? That'd be interesting. Anyway, back to the action here. Giannoulis will single this one into center. So Lanky Schramm having a good start so far. Daniel Plainview, 5-4-3, double play. So that will be the end of 3. We are 1/3 of the way through this game, folks. Pitchers duel so far, despite a action-packed first inning. Speaking of action-packed, Jorge Garbanzo sends this one into right center, and it is gone. 1-0. First run that either team has given up today. It's 1-0 Outer Banks. That one was an absolute rocket out of here. Murphy the Swift will head out of here, and by that I mean back to his dugout. Here's Setchel. Oh, Richards will get this one into the corner. Maybe that's what he needs to get out of his slump. That's a nice double. And here's Steve Duke, the 3-2. Oh, that will retire him. Plainview stole that one. 2-2 strikes out Aaron Henry. So we do get a run from Outer Banks in this inning on a homer. It is 1-0. So Gnomes, Lamborghini, and Smalls this inning. Easy pop to left. Lanky Schramm getting another out. Here's Lamborghini. Bouncer to first. Tap on the bag. An easy play for Powerball. This is a slapper from Smalls, which Harper, to their credit, will keep in the infield, but doesn't actually get the out. And Montalban cannot get it past, rather, a teleporting LeSwift.
Who needs torpedo bats when you have teleporting gloves?
So is there a dark magic tap? It seems like there's a lot of teleportation and Other
Yes.
odd things, a odd ball from Flamingo who boots it, so Powerball will get on. And now here's
Nice
another poorly
stop.
fielded ball from Flamingo. Harper is on. And
Oh
Outer Banks is back.
no.
Now it's a pass ball, a disaster of an inning from the DVS defense. 3-2 is lofted into center. I don't know if this scores a run. Yeah, it definitely does not. 2 outs, a liner to right is it, so they get out of it.
Lucky
A
break.
really rough situation.
Scorpions could have really got bit on that.
Yeah, absolutely, Don. It's a really bad situation to put yourself in. Evanescence grounds out. Here is Flamingo, the 1-2 from Schramm. Lined into center.
Ooh,
Great
nice
diving catch. 3-2 from Reeves. Flown on into center. That will be the end of the fifth. What's your takeaway so far, Don, from the first 5 innings of this game?
There's a lot less offense than I expected, given we had 5 ERA pitchers up and the way that Death Valley's been hitting. It's kind of surprising they haven't strung them together. It's still a little early, but yeah, 1-0. I did not expect that.
And OBX able to get multiple hits in inning at least so far. Now they only got 1 to show for it on a solo, but eventually you would think that getting multiple in a row would crack it through.
Especially with the speed they have on the base pass. They got three batters with double-digit steals.
And LeSwift is going to get a steal, so now he's standing on third for Steve Duke. And Duke is going to walk on down to first base. Billy the Kid's still in the game for now. And they're going to leave him in, and LeSwift is going to get thrown out at second base, so that's 2 down in the inning. LeSwift does not run from third to home, and Henry grounds out.
There's a lot of left on base in this game.
That's an awfully interesting move, don't you think, to steal second and then not have the guy from third come in?
Yeah, if you're going to do that, you got to double steal there.
Yeah. If you get the catcher to pop and get the ball out of his hand, you've got to come to home plate. Schramm's still in the ball game. He's had a really good day for the Aviators. Gets another ground out from Plainview. Here's Gnomes and Lawn Gnomes. That's a base hit down into the corner, and that's going to be a double for him. Perhaps a 2-out rally from the Scorpions. The 85th pitch of the day for Blanky Schramm, is a strikeout, so 6 Ks in 6 innings. He's had a good one. This is what he needs to get his season back on track, perhaps. So that is going to be it for the day of the DVS starter. So now Votto? I don't know how to say that.
Diviver Votto.
Diviver? Anyway, so Votto comes in 14 2/3 of 491. And that's a flyout to end the inning. So we stretch here in Death Valley. All right, here's Smalls, the 1-2 to him from Schramm. Montalban into center. Is it a hit? It is over the head of the center fielder. This is going to roll all the way to the wall. It's a
He's
triple.
going.
Oh, they're going for an inside the
Oh,
park.
he got it.
Saved!
Nice.
Inside the park home run from Montalban.
Wow.
What happened out in center field with Steve Duke? Could he not get the ball out of the wall? So Maximilian Porter is going to come in. So the only run that Schramm allows is an inside the Parker.
Wow. I don't think I've seen one of those on a broadcast yet.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of those. Garbanzo strikes out, so Votto stays in for another inning potentially. The 1-2 to LeSwift. That's a single. Murphy LeSwift, so 2 for 4 today. Kind of one of those days you need to bust out of a slump. Throw on down for Plainview is not going to get there. So LeSwift has 10 stolen bases now. 1-2 to Richards is thrown out to right. So we've got a runner scoring position for Duke. The 1-2. Duke Listus into left center. That ball is gone. That was hammered 460 feet. They gave that thing a horse and sent it away. 3-1. OBX takes a late lead.
Oh, Votto's falling apart here.
And now Aaron Henry gets a double, so that's his first hit of the day. Votto stays in the game. The 1-1.
Wow.
Jones gets a hit. That's going to score Henry. And all of a sudden, we went from a tight one to 4-1 OBX, a crooked number. Three spot in the inning, and that's it for Votto. Here comes veteran reliever Romeo Rosas, who will get the last out of the inning. So not the kind of day that Votto wanted. OBX, the first team to really put a long string together, and they get a big lead because of it. Here's Maximilian Porter, who comes back out for this inning after he ended the last one and immediately gives up a double to Bass Reed. 2-2 to Giannulis, who will fly this to left. 2-2 to Plainview, lifted into center. That's going to be an out. The 1-0 to Nome, bouncer to first, tap on the bag, and that's it. We go to the ninth. And I think, Don, it's fair to say that we know who's going to get more hits in this game.
Yeah, pretty safe at this point. It's going to take a miracle for DBS to come back on hits.
Now, I will say, if DBS winds up with the hits, they probably have won the ball game.
Oh, yeah. Well. Trying to do the math. Yeah, it'd take a double play, I think, for them to be able to get to that point.
Yeah.
Oh,
so pickoff at first base.
Wow.
So Rosas, inning and a third for him, a clean outing.
5, 6, 7 here. See if they can do it.
So Lamborghini, Smalls, and Montalban. This is a liner right to short. They're going to leave Porter in the game for the save situation. Ooh. Smalls strikes out. Montalban, if you remember, he hit it inside the Parker last time up. He has the last chance for DVS. He will bounce to third, to first, 5-3 to end the game. It is 4-1 loss for Death Valley, a win for Outer Banks. You saw what happened here, folks. We had some exciting stuff, a couple home runs from OBX. We had a inside the Parker even, but at the end of the day, it was the Aviators who come out on top, 4-1. Let's take a look at the action from the rest of the league, shall we?
Player of the game, Shram. All right, so we'll start up over. Let's see, the Rougarous lose at home to the Vandals 4-2. Vancouver with a couple hit games from Foncaliente and Burgers. New Orleans, 2 hits for Williams. Win's going to go to Holy Sheet. Shrub with the save, and Stoner getting the loss. Holy Sheet getting near player of the game.
Holy Sheet, the Sloths won a game, 9-7. That dirty Don Marcus, 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs today. 3 hits for Barry Allen. He also scored 3 times. A very good day for the leadoff man. Mike Boss the third, 5 2/3, 6 earned, a rough start for the San Antonio starter, but his boys picked him up. He did not get a decision today. Instead, a horrendous Haddock got the win. Robbo Dibble the save. Johnson got the loss for Lunar Base. And Walker, Texas Ranger, is your player of the game. On the moon.
Sloths might be slow, but they ain't sleeping. Let's see. The Apex put the pedal down 7-2 over the Pathfinders. Toronto, 3-hit game from Dawson with the Apex. Had 2-hit game from Callahan and from Chicason. The loss is going to go to Farms with the win, too. Cranepool, and your player of the game is Harry Callahan.
Speaking of holy smokes, they won a game. Boise! It's Boise over Detroit, 4-2. I jest. What isn't just is a nice day from pitcher. It was only 1 hit, but you know what? It was an important one. Home run in the 6th inning off of Abernathy with 1 on. For Detroit, they got a couple hits from Williams, but that was it. He accounted for 40% of their offense. Abernathy, 7 1/3, 3 earned. Phantom, 6 1/3, 2 earned in what was, you could say, a pitcher's duel. The Phantom wins player of the game.
And on to Buffalo, where Buffalo take out the Stars, 20-15 versus 21-14 here. Close battle for them. Buffalo had, had a no home runs for them, but had 3-hit game rather for Avracadabra. Nashville with a 2-hit game from Eucliffe. Hunter getting a home run as well. Kaufman gets the win, Delling the save. John gets the loss, and Colby Kaufman's your player of the game.
We watched that one.
Oh, yep. So we go over to Cancun, where the Toros win 8-3 Over the Voyagers, who are suddenly struggling at this point in the season. New York, 2-hit game from Beatty Jr. Cancun had a 4-for-5 day from Troy Murphy and a 4-for-5 game from McGillicuddy, getting 16 hits together on the day. New York loss is going to go to Moose Jr. Swishman gets the win, and Scotty Sterling's going to be your player of the game.
Seattle picks up a win over Providence. Arenado with a hit and 3 RBIs on a home run in the 7th inning off Yeet a Ball. Providence mustered only 2 hits on what was a great day for Mario Blue Sky. 8 innings and 10 strikeouts for the starter, whose ERA moves to under 3. Rivers gets it shut down. He will get a hold. Your player of the game, Mario Blue Sky, unsurprisingly.
Great day for Mario. On to
Miners
minors.
time.
Yep. So Brew City 8-0 shutout, 8 hits allowed, but still no runs on that one. Brew City 3-hit game from Tweedlecock, California. Couple hits or 3 hits rather from Jack. Brew City win's going to go to Express in the start. Jimmy's going to take the loss, and Tweedlecock is going to be your player of the game.
Chicago beats the Bots 7-6, despite a late rally from the AI overlords in the top of the ninth. 3 RBIs from a new waiver from a couple of weeks ago. Lock. Puerto Rico, nobody cares about the Bots. Bucker Wooler, 6 innings and 2 earned. The win, though, goes to Bottom. King Lock, player of the game.
And Summers with the
Rain delay
walk-off
in
on
this
that
one.
one.
Rainy in Chicago.
Oh, rain too. Hep Kitties win 6-4 over the Lemurs on the road. Hepcats 4 RBI day for Warwick. Great day there. Louisville with a 3-hit game from Duke Newsom. Let's see. Rocker's going to get the win. Shirt Cutter the save. Boykins gets the loss, and your player of the game is Case in Warwick.
Mingos beat the Dillos 5-3. So you had a good day for the Mingos. I'm going to go with 2-3-4. Back again, Honkins and Honcho. They had a combined 7 of the 12 hits. Amarillo, pretty much for their hits throughout the lineup, I suppose. I'll point out the bottom. Slam, Squatch, and Sheena. Summers gets the loss today, 5 1/3, 4 earned. Georges, 6 1/3, 3 earned. Boys two chess back again. Your player of the game.
And wrapping up the day, the Swifties win 9-2 over the Wheelies, defending home turf. Anchorage 3-for-5 day from Steele State College. Had a couple 3-hit games. Duckley Jr. and Dog Maple both pulling that off. Let's see. The win's going to go to Captain Crunch. Moncrief's going to get the loss and press Duckley Jr., your player of the game.
I believe that is the second 3-hit game in the row for Dog Maple, if I am tracking that correctly. So a good start to us in from him.
Yeah, he's going Dog Maple on things. Let's see here. Today is going to be Hep Kitties against the Lemurs, it looks like. Hep Kitties, Lemurs right here. So we are looking at Krat versus Hooker. Looks like a decent little matchup here in this game. It's pretty even here.
Yeah, Stuart Hooker, a 428 this year with a 1.31 rip for the 24-year-old. One start against Louisville, did not get a decision with a 491. Meanwhile, Martin Krat got roughed up against Kansas City, 0 for 1 in 11:23. They got to him early. But other than that, he's got a 495. Not a bad start to the year. The one thing you can say about both these pitchers, the K rate is quite low. It's 5.2 per 9 for Krat and 4.8 per 9 for Hooker. So expect some more walks than you would see normally in this one, and maybe some more balls put in play.
1-4 and 1-3 whips. So yeah, I'd expect we're going to see a few base runners in this. So yeah, be interesting. And the prediction is up. Who's going to get more strikeouts? Kansas City, Louisville, or tied? So get your predictions up now, and we'll head on over to Louisville, just down the road from me here in Cincinnati. So it wasn't too much to drive out to the park. 4 is going to lead it off here for the Hep Kitties, but not going to start off the right way. Grounder to third base. Makes the first out. Child's going to sky this one out to center field for out number 2. Bringing up to Ford, Lincoln Mercury. who's just going to pop it out to the third baseman for out number 3. So a quick 1-2-3 inning just to make it look like that whip's going to come down a little bit as Louisville comes up to bat. Start things off here with Jenny B. Pink. Hits this out to the outfield. Center fielder able to get under it for out number 1. Abe Ghosty will ground this to the shortstop. 2 away. Zelski, fly ball right field, and another 1-2-3. So we've had 6 batters and promptly 6 outs. No walks, no runners, just outs. They just want to prove me wrong. That's what it is. Justice coming up to bat. AJ will hit this diving catch, second baseman. Great play there to take the first out. Warwick is going to drop this in front of the center fielder, and we're going to have her first base runner of the day. Hepcats looking to string them together, but not going to do it there. They cannot turn the double play. Ball stays at second, but 2 away. And there's a walk. So Johnson's going to come on. We're going to have Skoden at second, Johnson at first, and a base hit that's going to possibly score. No, they hold him back. I'm surprised. They could have tested the arm there.
Yeah.
Yep, I think that would have been a run. Quake gets the walk, so it doesn't matter. Bases loaded walk is going to be an RBI. So it's 1-0 now, Kansas City. As Quake gets the RBI the easy way. We're back around the top of the lineup. 4. Wanting to put more on the board. Drops it in front of the right fielder. That's going to be 2-run score. 2 RBI single for 4. For 4. Yeah, 4-4. Not a tongue twister, but it's a double. Child blasts this into the gap and way out of here. Up into the deck. Woo. 431 feet. And it's 6-0 here in the second.
I tell you what.
Wow.
That guy right now, he cannot step up to the plate and it not be a hit. He's hitting over 420 at this point. His 9th home run of the year. Gnome Child just cannot miss with that bat.
That is unreal. He has, have we checked the bat? Is that the torpedo bat in play? I mean, that thing flew. Balls.
It might be quarters at this point.
It could be. That's some power there. Off's going to fly. Foul out to the first baseman. 2 away. Kwanzaa, ground ball second base, and Louisville cannot answer. Still have not gotten the base runner yet. 6 batters, 6 outs. Kansas City putting an early statement on here with that second inning. See if Justice can keep this going. He will. Base hit out into right field. So they've got a leadoff runner here in the third, looking to add to the 6-run lead. Warwick, ball dropped there. But it was blocked. Nobody advanced. That one's going to get into the gap, though. Warwick going to take 2 bases. Are they going to send Justice? They are not. They're going to hold him up. So second and third now. Still nobody out as Skoden comes up to bat. Check swing, and he's going to load it up. He gets the walk on 4 straight pitches. And Johnson's got bases loaded. Not going to take advantage, though. Infield fly for 1 out. Metz will drop it in front of the center fielder. Here we go. Not testing the arm again. They're afraid of that center field arm. Ghosty must have an arm in there hiding somewhere. But one more run scores. Make that 2. Another walked run. Poor Triple Crown.
Now you got to.
Oh wait, it got flipped up. Yeah, yeah. They need the double play to get out of this. It's already 8-0. There's the ball for it, and there it is. They deliver the double play there, but 2 more runs score. Hepcats could have made this worse. Could have been 10-0 here in the third. But they hold it down to 8-0 here as we head to the Louisville side. They need some offense. There's the first bit of offense. That's going to get past the third baseman into the outfield. So a leadoff single here for Newsom as Nick the third comes up and swings through it. Misses that one on a full count. 1 away. Crawford hits this to right field. Park's going to hold it, though, so that's going to be 2 down. Pink right up the middle. Nice hit. 2-out hit, going to make it first and second with 2 down. Ghosty looking to get something going here. He takes the walk, so we got bases loaded. Is this the time for Louisville to turn this around? Zawalski right to the center fielder. And that's going to leave them loaded. And Louisville 2 hits and nothing to show for it. Still 8-0. Oh, you think Louisville's got a chance of coming back in this one, Mike?
It's a pretty tough road to hoe up. You're already down 8-0 through only 3 innings. You know, at this point, you're pretty roughed up. And look, I just want to say, I know Kratt gave up 6 runs in that second inning, but they pulled him pretty quick. I mean, this is going to set your pitching staff back badly. And, you're in the minors. These are all young guys early in their careers. I think it's a mistake for the Lemurs not to let Krat try and work through, at least get you into the fourth inning, just get you a few more outs. Because, look, you're down 8-0. At this point, every out you get from your starter is gravy. He's not going long, but you need something from him so you don't use the entire bullpen today.
Crown's already over 30 pitches just in this short appearance so far. So you're right. They're going to be deep into the bullpen after this game. 2 out here in the fourth as Kwanzaa comes up to bat. Louisville still not able to get things going here as they have another 1-2-3 inning. Kansas City coming back up. We'll see if Crown's still in there. Crown might have gotten replaced because he was getting a little tired, it looked like. Nope, he's still in there for a little bit. Ground ball to first. 1 away. Betts, grounder to the shortstop. This is what I would have expected them to do with the starting pitcher, to keep him in there, let him just eat some innings. Crown shuts down the inning pretty quick, but he's over 40 pitches now. He's looking like he's starting to get a little winded out there. We'll see how long he can stay in there. As Louisville comes back up, and that's going to be an out. Fly ball to center field. Duke Newsom put away. Nick the third, grounder, shortstop, 2 down. And Crawford, ground ball to the shortstop, 3 away. Another 1-2-3 inning. Poor Louisville just cannot get it going here offensively, as Kansas City has had complete control of this game.
Well, they had the bases loaded, but they couldn't do anything with it. And other than that, we have heard absolutely nothing from Stuart Hooker. Haven't even said his name. But in this case, that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah, true.
Means he's doing his job.
And Crown is just eating up innings here. Very effective there. 4 pitches through that inning and got 3 outs. That's the way they've got to do it to save the bullpen. But he looks real tired now, so I don't know. We'll see if he's going to stay in there. Pink is coming up.
You got to give a lot of props, especially if you're the manager, to Triple Crown after this game. The guy has single-handedly saved your bullpen for the rest of this series and going forward.
They better have the ice bath ready for him because, he's delivering right now. Oh, Baltz flies out to center field. That's going to set down Louisville again, stranding 1 runner on. Just not able to keep it going offensively or get it going, stringing them together or even getting them going at all. As now we're up to the top of the 7th. Kansas City still holding on to an 8-run lead. Triple Crown still in there, still getting outs. Look at this. Oh, beats out the throw. Almost did it. And there we go. Now they pull him out. Grew's going to come in now to help out. And he gets a fly ball out to left field, setting down Scoden. Johnson swing and a miss. And now we're on to the bottom of the 7th here. Louisville, can they do anything offensively here? They'd be happy just to get a run at this point, I think. Hoff, fly ball. Right fielder able to get to it. 1 down. Still only 2 hits on the day so far. Kwanzaa with out number 2. And Newsom. Diving stop, third baseman beats out the throw. So infield hit there for Newsom. As Nick the third will get the 3rd out of the game. So 3 hits now for Louisville. But yeah, they just have not been able to get the offense going here as Kansas City comes back up to bat.
This is kind of an interesting decision. So Randy Colon just came in a game. He threw 2 innings yesterday. He's one of your 2 main relievers in Kansas City, and it's 8-0.
Yep.
Not sure if that's something that I would have done. A very interesting call, trying to really maximize the innings of Cologne in an 8-0 game.
Wonder if they're resting somebody on the bullpen. It's kind of interesting strategy there.
Well, you would think that Cologne, after throwing 2 yesterday, we're up 8-0, take the day off.
Yeah.
Get him
rest him up. And once again, bases loaded here for Kansas City. And wow, barely got the tag onto second base before they slid in. So saves some more runs. But Louisville down 8 here with only a couple of innings left. Crawford ground out. 5 more outs left for them. Pink, third base, in time with the throw. Nice throw across the diamond there. And Ghostio ground out. So on to the 9th now. Kansas City up 8-0. See if anything interesting happens here. Hepcats look their 5, 6, 7 batters up. Going to be a grounder to second for out number 1. Scoden will ground out to the shortstop. And now Johnson looking to kick this cold streak. Not going to do it with that. Second baseman able to make the play, and we're down to the last 3 outs here for Louisville. Going to take a miracle and a half to come back 8-0. Like I said, if they just get a run, I think they'll consider it a victory at this point. Round ball to shortstop. 1 away. Bolts. Fly ball left field, and they're down to their last out here with Hoff. And Hoff's going to ground this to the shortstop, and it is a shutout for Kansas City. We're going to end this one 8-0. Only 3 hits on the day for Louisville, 12 hits for Kansas City. There was quite a few walks, too, I believe, wasn't there? There was, where'd the walks go? I'm blind. I don't even see the walks anymore. There were a few walks in this one, but yeah, not much on the hitting side. 3-hit day for Warwick was probably the star of the day on this one. Krat's going to take the loss. Only 2 innings pitched and allowed 7 earned runs. Crown, really shout out for him. 4 1/3 innings pitched, only 1 earned run allowed on that one. Pretty efficient. Hooker gets the win, and also your player of the game.
And by the way, Louisville did win the prediction. They had more pitching strikeouts.
Nice. All right, we'll start out in the minors here. Let's see. Firehawks over the Bears, 3-1. Bruce City with a couple hits from Eschenbaugh and McThick. 2 RBI, 2-hit day for Munson in this one. Loss is going to go to Peregrino. Win to Wee Ball, and the save to season 32. Wee Ball's going to get your player of the game. Just watch that one. So the Botranas, wow, marathon game. 16 innings, winning 5-4 over the Kingpins. Wow, what a day. Chicago, a couple hits for several batters. No home runs, no extra base hits, but they still managed to get 5 runs on the day. Loss is going to go to Perez. Your player of the game is Otev Yoj.
Hey, you think they used enough pitchers?
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure
wonder.
maybe they need to use a couple more. 3-1 win for the Mingos, who have taken 2 from the Dillos now. Honcho 2 hits, 2 RBIs. He had a good game last time out as well. 2 hits from Mann for the Dillos. And speaking of the Dillos, Dayak 4 2/3, 3 earned. King 6 innings, 1 earned for Florida. The better pitching sniper King, your player of the game.
And the Swifties win shutout style over the Wheelies, 5-0. Anchorage getting 7 hits, but no runs to show for it. Triple for McLeod. State College, 3 hit games from both Mizushima and Dog Maple, who's on another multi-hit game. He's on a streak here. Anchorage, McDougal gets the loss. Blonde 345 gets the win. Your player of the game is Blonde 345.
He is having himself a day.
Yes, he is. Let's see. Stars over the Pathfinders, keeping their winning ways going here. 8-0. Nashville, 3-hit game from Mom Spooner. Toronto had a 2-hit game from Bambino. Nashville win is going to go to LeBeau. Winolito gets the loss. Remy LeBeau is your player of the game.
Death Valley beats Boise 6-4. Multi-hit day from Reeves. That was the only guy who had a multi-hit day, but we did have a home run from Julianis. For Boise, everybody got a hit except for Ingram. Wade Silliams, 5 1/3, 6 earned, unfortunately for him, and a loss. Rusi, 5 2/3, 2 earned. Guy Rusi, your player of the game and the winner.
And the Surge lose to the Toros at home here, 5-3. Cancun, 3-hit days, both for Death Rage and Murphy, the starting 2 hitters. Buffalo, a couple hits spread across several batters. Looks like a 2 RBI day for Alou in this one. Cowgill gets the hold. Let's see, Cotswold with the win, and Delling gets the loss. Ryan Lee is going to be your player of the game.
Outer Banks beats Seattle 7-0. 3 runs in the 3rd and the 6th for a well-hit NoBX offense. Arenado got 2 hits for Seattle, another multi-hit day for him. DeVries 5 1/3, 6 earned the loss. Nansen 6 2/3, no earned the win. Pocket completed the combined shutout, and Friedolf Nansen, the player of the game.
And let's see, the Rougarous 6-2 as New York just really in a slump all of a sudden here. New Orleans, 3-hit day for Guile. New York had a 3-hit game from Hidari. Jackson's going to get the win. Arcanum the loss. Dash Jackson, your player of the game.
And this is getting a bit ridiculous. That New York team has lost what, 10 in a row?
It's like insane. They were
It's
hot
absurd at
last
this
time.
point.
Yeah, they were hot when we did it last week.
Yeah, a good game here from the Vancouver Vandals. They started out hot and stayed hot the whole day. Everybody except for Burgers got a hit, at least for Vancouver. Most of the guys had multi-hit days. Only one multi-hit day from Gagne of Indianapolis, so he stays warm as well. Chuck a ball really got him chucked around against him this time. Six and a third, six earned. Clap, 7 innings, one earned. Player of the game. SK or Akshay Hirschkek.
I swear they do the names just to make us stumble. Let's see. The Sloths lose on the road or lose at home to the Demons. Demons win this one 5-2. Detroit, 2-hit game from Dollarson, 3 RBIs for an Alpha Nerd. For San Antonio, looked like 2-hit game for O'Sullivan Jr. McGoatface gets the win. Innings Eater gets the loss in only 3 innings on his start. Goaty McGoatface, get your player of the game.
Final one of the day, a Lunar Base beats the Crabs 1-0. There's only one run in the ninth. That mattered. There's only two hits, but Big Red Rock Eater got the winning run to come home. It was Barry Allen who got on and got home. Providence got 7 hits but couldn't score a run. Alessio had a really good day. 8 innings, no earned, 11 Ks. Polis, 7 innings, no earned, 4 Ks himself, but it was Rubbish who got the win. Alessio, your player of the game, with an outstanding performance. Very unfortunate to have a losing effort on 8 innings, one hit, one walk, 11 Ks.
That's some rough luck there. All right, that takes us through this one, and the next up is going to be another quick sim day. So let's. This one's just majors, and we will start off in Toronto. Nashville wins extra innings through 11 innings, 3 runs in the 11th. There wins 7-4. Looks like a 2-run home run and something else scored at some point. Nashville 4-hit game for Hunter. Toronto had 2 RBIs, 3 hits for Windsor Jr. in the 9 hole. Nashville, the win's going to go to Blaze. Loss is going to go to Smith, and your player of the game is Chase Hunter.
And the Raptors walk off DVS. So DVS, or oh no, I'm sorry, DVS got the win. I thought that said 5-6, but no, that's 5 in the 9th. So Death Valley wins 8-6. Sorry about that. Uda Banga got a 2-run homer in this game. That was 2 of his 4 RBIs. Death Valley had a Plainview 4 RBI day and a Smalls 3 RBI day. Always above us. That he is. 6 innings and 5 earned. Sloppy Joe. 6 innings and 2 earned. Your player of the game is Udabunga.
Uda Bunga. Let's see. On to Buffalo. Buffalo wins shutout 3-0 over the Toros. Toros could not get a run. Only 4 hits on the day. Buffalo with a 2-hit game from Cadavra. Only 7 hits on the day, but it didn't matter. They got the win. Pecora's going to take the loss. Whiskey's going to take the win. And Rock Gut Whiskey gets your player of the game.
Oh, I walked 3 people.
Dope.
Seattle, not nearly as disgruntled as me. I got nothing to complain about. Anyway, Seattle goes above 500. They are 5-4. They won on 2 runs in that 8th inning, and it was Healer who had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and also scored twice today. So a very productive day for the catcher. Outer Banks had 3 RBIs from Richards on a 3-run homer off of considerations. Who threw 7 innings, gave up 4 earned. Kelly, 6 and a third, 3 earned. Bandit Healer, your player of the game.
And on to New York, where they struggle again, losing a close one 2-1 against the
Now they're under
Rougarous.
500.
That is insane, the turn they've had here right before the All-Star
What is
break.
going on?
That is nuts. Alou, 2 hits. Let's see, New York, wow, not a lot to show. 6 hits, and Teggy with a 3-for-4 day. Just cannot pull it off for New York here. Tank's going to take the loss. Schlossberg's going to get the win. Fittipaldi the save. And Steven Schlossberg, your player of the game. Wow, New York.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound biased, but this is completely ridiculous. I mean, this New York team started. What is this like? At 12-6, I
Yeah,
think this is.
they were on
It's a really good
fire.
start.
Yeah.
And it's just the wheels have completely fallen off now. They lost. They got swept by Buffalo. Then they got swept by Boise coming into this, and now they've gotten swept in the two gamers by both Cancun and New Orleans. They have lost. Now it is 11 in a row.
It's just
Unbelievable.
insane.
Providence gets a 10, or excuse me, Lunar Base gets a 10-4 win over Providence, is what I was trying to say. So a good sim for Lunar Base here. Saubert Randberg had a hell of a day, 5 for 5 with 5 RBI. Say that 10 times fast. Bubs got 2 hits as well as Southworth, Considerations, and McKenzie. Pitch Lord 4 1/3, 8 earned. A rough start for that young man. Green, 6 2/3, 4 earned as well. Needed that one to bring the ERA down a little bit. Sauber Ramberg tied the regular season Lunar Base record at 4 hits with 5, and he is your player of the game, unsurprisingly. 5 hits, 5 ribs.
A great day for him. Vandals, 5-4 over the Apex. Both of them now 21 and 16 records. Indianapolis had a 3 RBI day for Callahan. Vancouver, 3 hits for Phillip. Win's going to go to Nasty. Velo gets the save. McFlourish gets the loss, and Maurice Bernard, your player of the game.
So I'm just wondering at this point if I may pontificate quickly. So since New York has lost 11 in a row, how many will they win in a row to counterbalance this after the All Star break? Is what I'm now wondering. Speaking of winning, that's what the Demons do here. 6-0. They only give up 3 hits from San Antonio. Slamus has 2 hits and in 4 at-bats. I cannot speak the last 30 minutes. Strider, 7 innings and 11 strikeouts. Aria, 7 innings and 6 earned. Player of the game is Strider? Yes, it is.
Yep, good call. All right, that finishes up that one. I'll say it one more time for good measure. And on to the next day, which I believe, yes, we got a minor league action here. Swifties and Dillos will be our next one. I think this one's yours. State College and Dillos, who have a little bit better record here. And the predictions are
You just
up.
scared the
Last
hell out
team
of
to
me.
score. Oh, yeah, I know. I have done that
You,
before.
oh my God.
I have done that before. Yes, I
Oh,
have.
do not hover that button.
First time I hit that button, it was like slow motion. No.
Whew, that was scary for a second. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. One of my employees just gave me a heart attack.
This is what happens when you let me drive.
Yeah, we're gonna take your license away soon, old man.
I know. I'm going to need to get that old man test soon.
Time for you to get the streamer's test once a year. You're at that age.
Once you hit the big 5-0, it's over.
Yeah, it's time you got to take you. Not every 5 years anymore. It's every year you got to take your streamer's test.
Oh my gosh.
So guess who is going to start this one off in Amarillo for the Dillos? And Diego Ramirez is going to come up to bat with Fawn already standing on second because he just stole a bag. A 2-2 ground out. We'll see Ramirez retire. And here is DW Dog Maple, who has had a hell of a day. The 0-2, and I'm not exactly sure why a man over there at second just decided not to participate in that play and let the ball go over his head. Perhaps some kind of hazing ritual. Not sure there. Speaking of hazing rituals, a great dive from Goldberg, who dives headfirst into the right field wall, trying to get the Aaron Rowand Award for bashing your head into the outfield wall for fun. Lion Court will get a single off of Archie Richards, so 48 innings, 5 1/4 earned runs. I really cannot speak. I'm having a stroke.
You're talking like me
48 innings pitched, 2-3 on the year. That's an error that will put Lion Court on third. Von Kleistelhauser flies out. Here is Jordan Love, so they will trade an out for a run. And here is Walterson. The 0-1 to Walter Walterson. That is a little dribbler to third. The shifts worked against him. And now here's Goldberg, who is somehow not in concussion protocol. The 3-2 bouncer to short over to first, and they'll get him out. He was probably slowed down by that CTE he just acquired.
He would have
So we
made
go
that.
to the top of the
He
second.
would've.
Gaines, Gauthier, and Duckley coming up. 0-2 to Chris Gaines, and that is going to be a single. Here's Gauthier. This is flied into center. Van Christelhauser will catch it. Right now, Duckley comes up. Press Duckley, 1-2, strike him out.
And the shifts are insane today.
Bouncer to second over the first, and that's it for the top of the second. Hey, Don, guess who's on the mound for the Dillos today?
Who? Who?
Yeah, I told you to guess who.
Who? What?
I told you, guess who?
At
Stickman heads down to first base.
least it's not a
The
literal
2-2
flamingo.
to Palindrome. He will get a single off of that.
I want to see a literal flamingo pitch.
Here's Slam Squatch. You want to see a flamingo pitch? Well, he's not in this game.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to see it.
The 1-1, Rob Cino flies to left. That'll be a sacrifice.
Be hard to detect
So
the pickoff.
it's 2-1. The first pitch to Lioncourt is going to be a ground out from short to first, so it's 2-1. And as long as we're making jokes about players on other teams, I was going to say in that Kansas City game, so if there's a player named Ford Lincoln Mercury, when is the player coming that is Chevrolet Buick Cadillac?
See, I'm thinking that's going to be the sequel player, would be my guess.
Ford Motor Company versus General Motors.
Yeah.
Right? As long as we're making quips about digging up old references, there you go.
Somebody's going to make a
Speaking of
DeLorean.
old references, a reference to many Dog Maple players, now on, I think, his third, and that's going to be an RBI single.
He even has a
That
white
man
beard
is
already.
blessed with incredible players and cursed renders every time. The 2-2 from
Who's-
Kota Mizushima is a fly ball into right, and Goldberg catches it with his glove.
Got some small ball here today, don't we?
Well, we got a lot of offense
Yeah.
for it not being very hard hit. I mean, we're there. It's 2-2. We got runs in every half an inning, but one of them. The 3-1 to Love is going to be flied out into left. So Archie Richter trying to calm down and have his first clean frame, and he will.
Hey.
Walter Walterson grounds out. We go to the top of the fourth. We're tied at 2.
It looks like my bowling score after 3 frames.
What, 22?
No, 2.
Oh! Oh, okay. Well, see, I never get that low because that puts the bumpers up.
Oh, well, I need to try that.
See?
It might help.
Yeah, it helped.
I just put the beer goggles on. That doesn't help much.
Oh, yes. Now, see, that would. Top of the. I just saw something in chat. Bottom of the fourth, Brent Goldberg lines out to first. Stickman, bouncer to short. And here's Palindrome. No balls and no strikes on him, and that is a one-pitch groundout. So Archie Richards had a rough first 2 innings. Now, I don't even know if I want to call him rough. I mean, it's not like 2 innings or 2 runs, excuse me, is a bad start, but he allowed runs in the first 2 innings. I'll say that. He's had pretty calm third and fourth. Fun strikes out. And now here is Ramirez. Ramirez's. I just realized that doesn't say Ramirez. That has like 4 extra vowels in it. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We are already halfway through the game. 2-2.
Bless you.
Slam Squatch, bouncer to third. Here's Cena. The 1-0 to Rob Cena.
No.
The 4th. Is that going to get out? Nope. It's going to be out in left.
Tell it small ball. I get excited if
Lioncourt.
it might get to the track. I think it might make it.
Lioncourt will steal second. Successfully, 23-23. Van Christelhauser gets one out of the infield, and that's going to produce one of those runs that I've heard so much about. It's 3-2.
All the kids are doing those these days.
And now here's Jordan Love. The 3-2 to
run.
Love. That's a single. So we're going to get runners on first and third with 2 away for Walterson. A fantastic power hitter for this team. Although, unfortunately, not on this occasion. That'll be a fly ball to center, and it is 3-2 at the end of the fifth. Don, as always, your thoughts at the end of the fifth.
Very close game, very small ball, very entertaining so far. It's just a question of who's gonna string them together here towards the end.
This is a strung to go. Well, never mind.
Nope.
Not a double play. Looked like they had plenty of time to turn it, but I guess they just didn't want to. They wanted to save it for here. A very quick top of the sixth. We go to the bottom of the sixth. The score is 3-2.
Guess he's been pretty effective today. Guess.
Goldberg
Guess.
back up the middle for a base hit.
Guess who's been effective today?
So here's the 1-2 to man, and
there
that
it
is drilled by Stickman, and it is gone. So the Dillos will extend the lead to 5-2.
He got a hold of that. Only his third of the year, but holy moly, that was a nice shot.
Hitting 366. He's had an incredible year. He's back on that train today. He's now 2 for 3 with a home run. That is going to be it for the state college starter. And in comes Shekatov. He will not be able to shake this inning off easily, as now there's first and second. There's still nobody out. And the 1-1 to Cena, that is into center field. Bases are going to be loaded for Lion Court, Von Christelhauser, and Love. Not the part of the order you want to load the bases on. Lion Court will pop out, so they get the first one. Von Christelhauser sends this into left center. This is not deep enough. That is going to be a double play. So an outfield assist of the, I wouldn't say amazing variety. How about the great variety for Makers? And State College will keep the game within reach. Gaines on first base as Gowther strikes out. Trongleman is now in the game, by the way. Here's Duckley, bouncer to second, and a very awkward double play. Not one you usually see. The second baseman was standing just about behind first baseman when he got that for a long throw from second to short and short to first. Here's Love, who gets another single, and the Dillos have really turned it on here in the middle innings. The 2-1, Walterson gets a single, so this is going to be first and third again against Shekatov. The 1-0 to Goldberg, lifted high in the air to center. They have learned their lesson from last time and will not send the runner. Here's the 2-1 to Stickman. Stickman, the center fielder, uses Dark Magic twice. If he uses it once more, he will get thrown out. Palindrome flies out to third. Or pops out, I suppose. Top of the eighth we go. And before we get to the end of this ballgame, I want to get in my single-engine Cessna and fly it around the rest of the minors for today's look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by 1-800-HUMMUS. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-HUMMUS. Brew City on top of the Wheelers, 3-0. 3 errors for the Wheelies. The Bots are on top of the Ranas, 2-0, as there's an error back in our game. So Diego Ramirez will get to second base. Kansas City on top of Chicago, 4-2. The Lemurs are up 7-0 on the Bingos. And this plane has as much gas as I have hot air, so it's time to land. That was a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by 1-800-HUMMUS. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-HUMMUS and he'll tell you how great you really are. Back to the game. Rob Cena, a little dribbler through the first baseman's legs, will put a runner on first. That is the 14th hit of the day for the Dillos. Billy Jones will get a strikeout of Lion Court. Von Christelhauser into center. That's an easy one for him. So the last chance for the Swifties.
14 hits now for the Dillos.
You know, Don, sometime I'll have to bring you in my plane. It's only a single-seater for right now. I don't have a lot of money. I just came back. Got to upgrade to a private jet a little later, you know.
Yeah, jet's too fast. You wouldn't be able to see the action.
The 2-2 popped up into the air for Chris Gaines. That'll be a second out. The final chance is Gautier.
That's one way to get on
Matt
base.
Hunter hits him. That's not exactly what I would have expected from the first pitch. And here's a hot Duckley.
Oh,
Duckley's going to tie this game.
Gone.
It's gone.
Oh, wow.
3-run homer. Wow, Bress Duckley.
Gauthier sticking his shoulder in there made a difference.
Kind of thought that was interesting. You bring Matt Hunter in with only one out left when your previous reliever has done absolutely nothing wrong, hasn't given up a run, and it comes back to bite him right on the ankle. That wasn't a Chihuahua bite. That was a Belgian Malinois bite.
Wow.
And that's a fly out into center. So now suddenly the Dillos have to come back up and get a run. Not that that's been difficult for them today, but now they have to do it in a pressure situation, not from the lead. 2-2 to Jordan Love. Billy Jones stays in the game to try and give us free baseball. Walterson, that's underneath the glove of the shortstop. So here's Goldberg. Remember, he sustained a concussion at the beginning of the game, but he told his coach he can play, so he's still in, and State College turns a double play. So
Free
we have
baseball.
discounted baseball. I don't think it's free, though, because you paid to begin with, so I say discounted.
That's true. What percent off are we going to get?
Diego Ramirez flies to left. Dog Maple strikes out. The 2-2 to Blair. Lifted into right, and a piece of garlic bread is going to get through the Swifties lineup.
Wait, they shut
You'll
down the
see all
concession
kinds of
stand?
weird things here. Yeah, it escaped from the concession stand and grabbed the jersey, I guess.
Nice.
Here's a new Ewer Trouble. Will he be trouble is the question. Bill Slam Squatch, bouncer to first. We go to the 11th. I don't know about you, Don, but I'm feeling 22 innings.
22. I was thinking more like 18, 19. Double ball. I mean, 50% off.
Here's Mitsushima. Popped out. Game. Bouncer, short, first. Good, strong, aggressive play from Cena to really get after the baseball. Gauthier is going to walk. 2-2. Struck him out. So that is it for that one. Bottom of the 11th we go. Last game to score a run is probably going to win it this one.
Where's the beer man? Come on.
Rob Cena strikes out. So top of the order for the Dillos. Lion Court. Lifted into center, and this is going to be caught. Von Christelhauser. Lined into left. And we go to the 12th. The fans are getting upset because they stopped selling beer in the 7th inning so everybody could sober up. And now all the outfield drunks are too sober. It's getting unruly. This game needs to end quickly. Avery Akers would like to make it so with a walk. Green. What on earth does that say? Green Chillikill fan? I don't know what on earth that is. That's a walk. Ramirez is going to come up. The 0-1. This is into center field. And the Swifties have the lead. Remember, they were down to 1 out in the 9th. They only had 2 outs to play with. And now all of a sudden they're in front and they have half the hits the Dillos do. Less than half, in fact. But a double play from that Dillo defense will get them 2 outs. They will not trade an out for a run. Unfortunately, here they will just give up another one. It's 7-5. Unun Awoot is going to get a ground out at the end of the inning, but not before giving up a run. So all of a sudden, State College is in the driver's seat. Can the Dillos do to them what they got done to them? The 1-1 to Jordan Love. Hit into right center. That's going to get down. Uh-oh. Here's Walterson, the 2-0. Bouncer to short to second. They can't turn the double play this time. That would have been a really nice time for one, though. Goldberg is on safely. Uh-oh.
This is trouble.
The 1-1 to Stickman. Short, second. Not going to turn the double play. Throw the ball. The 1-2 strikes out Palindrome, and the Swifties come back and win it.
Wow. Look at that graph.
So the Steeds win it in 12. That is a kick in the old Johnson for the Dillos. Unfortunate. We saw what happened here.
That was crazy.
Your player of the game It's
Guess who?
guess who? Okay, I kind of thought it would have been a guy who hit the 3-run home run to tie the
I
game,
would have
but
thought
what
so
do I
too.
know?
6 innings, 2 earned runs. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised. All right. Well, on over the rest of the minors here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. This is yours.
Brew City beats the Wheelers 4-1, so the team with less hits wins again. Thick McThick, the thickest. 3 RBIs on a 2-run home run in the first inning. It was kind of all Brew City needed in this one. Peace had a good game. I mean, 5 1/3, 3 earned, nothing to shake a stick at. Crookwell 5 2/3, no earned. Professor Crookwell, your player of the game.
And the Botrana's winning this one 2-0 shutout over the Firehawks. Firehawks only getting 4 hits on the day, a double for Wellerman Jr. Let's see. Taco Bell gets the loss in the shutout, split across 3 pitchers. Batting practice is going to be your player of the game.
And Chicago defeats Kansas City 6-5 in an old classic. Ford Lincoln Mercury had a couple RBIs. Kason Warwick had 4 hits, so he's had a nice sim. Good sim for Summers so far. He adds another 3 hits onto the pile. Huizinga, 5 innings and 2 earned. Smithius, 5 1/3, 4 earned. We had a rain delay in this one at the Evil Dictator Jose 43 Best Friendship Ballpark, but Gumby Phillips was your player of the game. What a
Yeah,
name,
wow.
Gumby.
Gumby. 7-0 shutout for the Lemurs over the Mingos. Florida only getting 3 hits on the day, 2 of them for Bill, 1 of them for back again. Louisville, 3 RBIs for Dukes Nukem and Zawoski as well. Lopez gets the complete game shutout, allowing 3 hits, 7 strikeouts, and only 1 walk. Gets the win. Pelikai gets the loss. And of course, Cesar Lopez with that shutout is going to get player of the game.
I think Dukeston makes a really good point, Don, and I think you would be an expert on this particular topic. Um, Dukeston raises, why does anyone shake sticks at others? It seems kind of rude. I've never understood the origins of that, like, nothing to shake a stick at. But I figured, Don, you, who was around at the beginning of time, I figured, so what is the origins of that exactly?
Hey, back then we didn't have a lot of weapons. Sticks and rocks were about it. And you ever heard that sticks and stones might break my bones? Yeah, that's where it came from because that's the only weapons that existed back in my day.
So, but the interesting thing about that is, in the modern context, the shake a stick at is a way to say not bad or fine or okay, that kind of middle neutral ground. So that's interesting. You would think shaking a stick at somebody would be inherently a bad thing.
I
Like
don't know. I
this
mean,
is
if
an
you're
early weapon.
shaking it instead of swinging it, it's a little different. Eh. Idioms are
Nothing to.
weird in general. It's nothing to swing a stick at would be a little more threatening, probably.
Well, I'm
Maybe.
just saying it's always nice to have a commentator who is alive when dinosaurs roamed the earth.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And so do the dinosaurs that used to be around. Let's see here. Today is Anchorage at Bruce City. Is that right? Another minor game? Yes, we do. So this is sim number 4 for the day. 1.5 errors over under on this game. That's an interesting prediction.
Well, it's a minors game, so I'm
Oh,
taking
I'm
the
going
over.
over. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. We'll see.
And remember, folks, as always, if you are losing your PBE points, never bet more than you can afford to lose. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800 Hummus.
And he'll tell you where to
If you
stick
have any other kind of problem, you can just call 1-800 Anik and he will just do whatever it is for you.
it. Here we go. Bruce City holding down the home fort against the Wheelies. Let's see. Pitching matchup here. Yeah, Martin got a little bit of an advantage on the ERA side here, it looks like, and the whip side. But I don't know. It's showing Wheelie advantage too. So, yeah. Entertaining game. Here at Bruce City, where they wait until the 8th inning to shut down the beer sales. Hence the name Bruce City. Lamero leading it off. Gonna pop this one up for a quick out.
Well, see, I was told if you just go into Dame's suite, they will just give you beer the whole game.
What? I'll be right back. Ground ball. This is not going to turn into a double play. As Love comes up, Love's going to fly out to left field. Why do I feel like every time we come to this stadium that I need oxygen mask? Because it feels like we're just so high in the air in the stadium. Monsieur coming up to bat. Will take a walk. The leadoff runner here for the Bears. As Eschelbaum flies out to left field. One away. Jeff Bass. Grounder to second. Gets booted. That's going to be an error. Second baseman not able to make the play there. McThick grounds out. Fielder's choice will make 2 down. Runners at the corner. Tweedleclock takes the walk. Loaded up here. Bottom of the first. Bruce City looking to get some runs here out of this, but not going to. Levine grounds out to third. And Anchorage gets out of a jam. Holiday very happy that play was made to save him on that bases loaded situation. Morimura, fly ball, center field. 1 down. Laramie blasts this out to left. Third baseman able to make the play. And McLeod, grounder to third. 1, 2, 3 goes Anchorage. We're still scoreless heading into the bottom of the second. Angle J and Mello up to bat here in this half of the inning. Angle soft liner to the shortstop for out number 1. Jay going to sit down, 4-pitch strikeout. As Holiday, his first strikeout of the day, will get his 3rd walk of the day as he lets Mello casually take first base and then steal second. So now we got a runner on scoring position as Monsieur tries to send him home, but he's not going to be able to do it with that. Fly ball left field, and that will do it for the first 2 innings. We come around to Anchorage side of things. 8, 9, and 1 batters coming up. That's going to get through. There's going to be a base hit. Anchorage now with their 2nd hit of the day. Shorshi is looking to get around here. Going to get advanced here on the walk by Gonzalez. So first and second, nobody out. Anchorage with a good chance here to get something going. But Lomero sits down. Strikeout for Martin. That's going to be a fly ball to center field for Steele. 2 away. And King will check swing and get called out on 3 strikes. That was a blown opportunity for Anchorage there. 2 runners on with nobody out and cannot get them past second base.
So I'm back. Not from the beer stand. I am back from the funnel cake stand.
Well, you better brought me some.
I've got me a red velvet funnel cake.
Oh.
Don, I got you a pickle funnel cake. I thought you were the guy who'd be interested in that kind of thing.
There we go. I would have preferred the Twinkie funnel cake, but deep fried Twinkie funnel cakes. That's what it is. Oh, there's going to be the first run of the day as Eschelbaum scores on a 2 o'clock single. Now, don't get powdered sugar all over the microphone.
Well, I'm sorry. These things are messy to eat.
Oh, Lord. Levine walks the bases loaded, and Jay gets robbed by the center fielder, but it'll still be a sac fly. Make this 2-0 now, Bruce City. As Angle gets the sac fly. And Jay will sit down on a strikeout. 2-0 now after 3. Bruce City up. You're getting it everywhere. Somebody get him a napkin.
It's a funnel cake. What do you think is going to happen?
Gosh.
Hey, you know what? Maybe I'll give you. So I ran the Hepcats a couple times. You know what I used to give out? Well, we used to give out a lot of home runs. Oh no, that's not a home run.
That's not a home run. That was almost a home run.
Sorry, I blame the funnel cake. Anyway, you know what I used to hand out in my personal box when I was Hepcats GM?
What's
Knuckle
that?
Sandwiches.
Knuckle sandwiches. Hey, I played for the Hepcats. I'm familiar with those.
Just be happy that here it's beer and funnel cake.
Usually the knuckle sandwich came after I got some ribs, though, because then it was a barbecue sauce covered knuckle sandwich. Anchor's not able to score.
Your knuckle sandwich, just for you.
Thank you. It's better than your dang powdered sugar knuckle sandwich. My gosh. Trying to be sweet and sour at the same time. My goodness. Mellow with a walk. And following it up with the steal attempt, but he's thrown out. Great throw there, Steele. Getting his 5th attempted steal pick off. Let's see here. Eschelbaum. Grounder to second. That's going to be it for the 4th inning. 2-0. Anchorage has got 3 hits and Bruce City only 1. I don't know. You thinking Bruce City's got control of this?
Well, it's all about efficiency sometimes, and Bruce City is very efficient.
Fly ball, Lomero 2 away. Anchorage is not stringing them together here. Steal, fly ball, that's going to get to the wall, but it's just timely as important as everything else. 2 outs, and now they get the double. Would have been more helpful earlier in the inning because a strikeout just doesn't add to the scoreboard in that situation.
Oh, hang on, I'm getting breaking news.
Uh-oh.
This is breaking news brought to you by 1-800 Don Marcus for when you need a smooth broadcaster on the go. We have an arrest. Dane, the Bruce City Bears GM, has been arrested for a blood alcohol content of 0.24,
Yeah, that
leaving the
boy knows a
ballpark.
drink.
Goodness gracious.
Well, he can put it
Wow.
away.
We'll keep you updated on Jim Irsay Jr.
Hey, as a Colts fan, that hits home. Run scores, Bruce City getting their 3rd run of the day.
That's low for Milwaukee.
Ground ball in the 5th. 3-0 here. Oh my gosh.
Literal death is low for Milwaukee.
It could be Philly. I mean, you know. Ground ball out for Love. So I get a miss, Morimura. Laramie's going to be a base runner here. 2 out walk for him. As Noble's in pitching in relief now. But he'll sit down the next batter in McLeod. We're going to head to bottom of the 6th here.
The thing for Anchorage, they just can't put them together. They have the 4 hits. The problem is they're all separate.
Yeah, and they've been in towards the end of the inning, too. It just doesn't help when you're doing it 2 outs.
Right.
Ground ball for Mello. That's going to be 2 down. And Mr. sits down watching the ball go past. 4-pitch strikeout for Gooser, who's not doing terrible so far. 2 innings pitched, no earned runs, and only 1 hit. Anchorage just needing to get the offense going. There we go. There's a leadoff hit. As Shorshi gets on base. I think he had a leadoff hit earlier in the game as well. But guys behind him are going to have to push him around. Gonzalez not doing it with the strikeout there. As Romero will ground it. Potential double play, but they can't make the turn. 2 down. And a strikeout for Steele. So once again, Anchorage just not pushing the runners forward. 7th inning stretch here. Bruce City up 3 as Eschenball comes up. And he's going to hit this and get that down in front of the left fielder for a lead-off hit. Bruce City looking for the insurance, not trusting that they're going to keep this shutout going. Bass puts the bunt down. Will advance the runner on the sac bunt. McThick. Ground ball. He's going to get an infield hit here. So runners on the corners with 1 away for Tweedlecock as there's a pitching change. And Tweedlecock going to make a shallow fly ball. Second baseman able to make the play. No chance at a sac fly on that. This is deep, but not deep enough. As Levine will make the 3rd out here in the 7th. So we got 2 more innings left. Wheelies have got to kick it in gear now or never. King, fly ball to center field. Able to make the play, 1 down. Jackson Love grounder to the second baseman for 2 outs. And Morimura will probably be the 3rd out, and he is. Yeah, Anchorage just 5 hits, the same as Bruce City, but just no runs to show for it. Kind of disappointing for them.
Oh, I've got more breaking news. This breaking news this time is brought to you by an old sponsor, 1-800-ANIQUE. Maybe he can field for you as well. The sled dogs have just arrived from Alaska with the Anchorage Wheelers bats. So maybe an interesting top of the night.
Could be interesting. They passing out the corked bats for the 9th inning?
Well, I didn't say anything about corked. I just said they had their bats now. They've been using bats from Rent-A-Bat.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't
They had
help.
delays in travel. You know, I mean, it's hard to go from Anchorage, Alaska to Wisconsin.
This is true. Well, especially Milwaukee, because they probably check you at the city line. From
And
Anchorage? No, no,
one
no, you
place
can't
is
do
a
that.
significant downgrade, Milwaukee.
All right, last chance here for Anchorage. Let's see if they can do something. 4-run deficit now. As they got the bottom of their lineup here. Sixth batter to start it off, Laramie. Not going to do it there. Grounder to the pitcher. McLeod. Fly ball right field. Should be an easy play, and it is. So last chance here. Shorshi takes the walk. They're going to need 4. They don't need to get aggressive here. Gonzalez. Check swing and gets the walk call. So
I
we
mean,
got
or
2
just walk.
on.
You can do
Yeah.
that.
Tying runs
Why
on the
not?
warm up. Oh, a dribbler in front of the catcher. Beat it out.
Why
Look at
say?
that. My gosh.
Uh-oh.
Loaded bases.
Warning.
2 outs.
Warning.
This is going to left field, but not going to make it out of here. Holy moly. Tried to get it going there, just could not quite do it. Anchorage just not able to pull it off here. 4-0 loss in Bruce City. The Bears holding down the home field.
Almost, we were very close to Dame doubling his blood alcohol content.
No lie. I was like, yeah, there's a walk. Yeah, there's an error. Oh, this is getting interesting. Martin's going to get the win, but with a save, Holiday the loss, and Martin the win.
Cardiologist. Good luck, Dame.
All right, start off here in the minors. Hepcats 9-3 over the Kingpins. They're up to 27-11 record now. Hep Kitties are doing great. Kingpins couple hits for Summers and Henderson. The Hep Kitties Child gets 3 hits, 4 RBIs in this one. Nice job. Renji gets the loss, Stover the win, and Gnome Child's your player of the game.
California beats down the Ranas 14-3. California said, you know what? We're sick of playing around with these guys. We had 4 hits from Sandals, the Ranas. We don't care about the bots. Valic the fourth got 7 innings and 2 earned. Dion Sandals was your player of the game.
And the Swifties win. Close one, 3-2 over the Dillos State College. Couple hits and RBI for Blair. The Dillos, a couple hits RBI for Von Kriestelhauser. Win's going to go to Ramirez. T2 gets the save. Britter with the loss, and Jackson Ramirez, your player of the game. Just watch that one. Louisville 6-3. Dillo. Let's see. Lemurs. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Okay.
I was going to say Tudillo or not Tudillo. That is the question. Sorry, nothing important. It was just
well,
stupid.
anytime anybody says Dillos, you got it. What, huh? 6-3, the Lemurs or the Mingos. If I don't, then the Dillo squad gets mad at me. So I've learned. The Mingos, 2-hit games for 3 different batters. Bill getting a home run in this one. Louisville, 3 RBIs, 2 hits for Ghosty. Mocker gets the loss. Gerhardt gets the win, and Abe Ghosty is your player of the game. On up to the majors.
Yes, Don. Unfortunately, I did cut you off twice for that. I myself am ashamed of what I've done.
But you're very punny.
Thank you.
Punny guy, very punny guy. Let's see. Slothies win 8-1 over the Crabbies, making the Crabbies a little crabby. Let's see. The Crabs, 1 hit, 1 RBI for Johnson. San Antonio, 3 hits for Dynasty and Littleton. Let's see. Pitching, Cruiser gets the loss. Tatum the win, and Johnny Tatum, your player of the game. They won.
New York snaps that big losing streak. They win 7-4, and the Bats come back alive. 17 hits, 4 from Teggy and 4 from Tomato. 9 hits in total from Vancouver, 4 from Lancel. P-Dubs Woods, 4 2/3, 4 earned. Burns, 4 1/3, 4 earned. Player of the game, Nolan Teggy.
And on over to Boise, where it took extra innings, but Boise took out the Aviators 3-2. Solo home run by Ingram to seal that one up for Boise. Outer Banks, Aria Harper got 3 hits on the day. Let's see, pitching, Bossy gets the loss. Duck the win, both in relief. And Femininomenon gets your player of the game.
Surge beat the Pathfinders 6-3. Both teams had 11 hits. It's just that Buffalo was a lot more efficient about it. They had multi-hit games from 4 different players, whereas Toronto had 1 stand-up batter, I feel, and that was Wallach, who had 3 hits. Ren Toltrade, another win. 8 innings and 2 earned. Benico, 6 innings, 1 earned, and that is your player of the game, Ren Toltrade, excuse me.
And 8-3 win for the Rangers over the Serpents. Space Rangers had a 3-hit day from Althouse for 4-day for car crash with 3 RBIs. I almost missed that one there. Seattle had a 2 RBI day for Healer. Glorbenspiel is going to get the win. McQueen's taking the loss. And Sean Car Crash with that 4-for-4 day gets your player of the game.
Toros lose 6-4 to the Stars. So the Toros 27 wins, Nashville 24 wins. Cancun gets 1 hit from 7 players, but they didn't really string them together like Nashville did. Nashville got only 2 multi-hit games. Everybody except for Sakudo got a hit, and even though Sakudo didn't get a hit, he walked twice. Mulder 5 1/3 and 3 earned. Fielder gets a loss 4 1/3, 4 earned. Cancun bullpen tried to hold it down, but the offense couldn't get enough runs. Zach Mulder, your player of the game at El Coliseo de los Toros.
And on, let's see, Death Valley 5-4 win over the Demons. Scorpions had a couple 2-hit games, one of them with Maltimon with 4 RBIs on that one. Detroit 3 RBIs, 2 hits for catcher Scudder. Loss is going to go to Otani. Win's going to go to Keith. Vato gets the save, and Montalban gets your player of the game.
And finally, the Apex reached the top against the Rougarous first, 6-0. Callahan, 4 RBIs on the day. He had 2 home runs, 2 two-run shots, and that was all they needed. It was a really good day for Calm Chicken again. Remember, he was player of the game the first time with an 8-inning start. Well, now he's got a 7-inning no-run start. Calm Chicken, your player of the game.
And that wraps up for this day. So we'll go on to El Nexto Deo. Whoops. Might have to go back to the main screen now. All right. Make sure we're on the right day here. So we got 2 quick sim days. This should be the 9th, which it is. My ticker. There we go. Let's see. We'll start off with the Krabbies. Is this the right day? Yeah, the 9th.
No, you got to click forward.
I have to click
You're on the
forward?
8th.
Oh, that would be why. Okay, I was like,
There you go.
score looks familiar. Okay, that would be why. All right, thank you. Finish today. All right, well, I did the damn thing. I did. All right, anyhow, back to the right thing. Okay, so the Slothies win 4-2 in extras. 2 runs in the 10th. Walk off Tantro home run by the Sloths to win that one. Providence, several 2-hit games. Double for Bubs. San Antonio, 3-hit game, 2 RBIs for Stewart. Loss is going to go to Yita Ball. Win's going to go to Rockman in relief, and Kim Ji Woo gets your player of the game.
Vishy, thank you for the tier 1 sub at 36 months. Yeah, it has been 3 years, dude.
Oh my god.
You've been here a while. Voy Boys win 4-1, so they win 2 in a row. 2 of probably 30 in a row at this point, I assume. Voyagers get a good contribution from Sebastian Otage, who finally stopped otaging his own team and gets 2 hits and 2 RBIs here. Not much to speak of for Vancouver, so Holy Sheet got the loss. Was caught in the locker rooms afterwards saying, "Holy sheet, I only gave up 2 runs and I still lost." Moose Jr. got the win, 7 1/3, 11 Ks. I feel like I've seen 11 Ks a lot today.
Oh yeah.
Joey Moose Jr., your player of the game.
Let's see. Aviators win on the road over the Raptors, 9-7. Outer Banks, 3 hits, 3 RBIs for Arya Harper, along with 2 stolen bases. Boise with a 3-hit day for Bonga. Loss is going to go to PKVS, and wins to Porter, save for Abassi and Arya Harper. Your player of the game.
Buffalo wins with 4 runs in the final 2 frames. They beat Toronto 5-2. Multi-hit days for 4 Buffalo players. Only 1 multi-hit day from Hughes of Toronto. Hoffman, 6-2 now on the year. A great performance from him. 7 innings and 2 earned. Farnsworth, 6 innings and 1 earned. Good performance from him, although he is unfortunately saddled with the loss. Colby Kaufman, your player of the game.
And down to the other conference. Rougarous win extra innings 4-3 over the Apex. Looks like a run scoring double by Bullworm to seal that one up. Indianapolis, 3-hit games from Callahan and from Rosenthal. New Orleans had a couple 2-hit games, Bullworm and Alou. The loss is going to go to McFlourish. The win, too. Same D. And Ichabod Cranepool is your player of the game.
Cancun wins 7-2. So after losing a couple, after winning, I believe it was 3 to start the game, we had Murphy and Deathridge with 7 RBIs between the two of them. That was all their runs. A shame for Mom Spooner, who went 4 for 4 on the day, but didn't get anything to show for it. Anyway, so Schwishman 7-0 now on the year with a 234. He is throwing great. Diane gets a hold. Cotswold gets 2 innings to close the game out. Nashville had John go out there. He's now 2-7, 3 2/3, 5 earned from him. Troy Murphy, your player of the game.
And Death Valley wins 11-5 over the Demons. Detroit, 10 hits on the day. 3 batters with 2 hits each in this one. Death Valley, 3-hit days from both Gianalis and Lawn Gnomes. Loss is going to be Abernathy Jr. and a lot of bullpen there. 4 bullpen people in a 9-inning game. Billy the Kid gets the win. Xavier the save. And 10 Gianalis, your player of the game.
And the Sea Serpents defeat the Space Rangers 3-2 in a close one. Lunar Base tried to rally in the 7th, but they just couldn't get it finished off. So 3 RBIs for Seattle came from Becker and Mihire and Pass. Lunar Bases came from the bottom of the order, Texas Ranger and Savage. Miller, now 2-7 on the year, 6 1/3, 3 earned. Blue Sky 6 1/3, 2 earned. So that's 2 wins for Blue Sky today. And Telfair got the save. Blue Sky, your player of the game.
And on to the minors. Wheelies, 1-0. Very defensive game here over the Bears. 12 hits total in the game, 1 run total. Anchorage, let's see, the only RBI came off of Shorshi's bat. Bruce City had a 2-hit game from Misture. Anchorage wins. Going to go to Grime. Treadwell with the save. Moncrief did 5 1/3, but no decision despite not allowing any earned runs. Same for Express on the other side. 5 1/3, no decision, no earned runs. And Boba's going to take the loss. Harlem Moncrief is going to be your player of the game.
Lemurs over the Mingos 8-6, a flurry of runs. They had a bunch unanswered. That is, looks like 7 after the 4th inning. So the Mingos blow a 6-1 lead to lose this one. 4 RBIs from Duke Newsom. Florida had 4 RBIs from Knopf at the top of the order. Georgius 5 2/3, 5 earned. Balls though gets the loss. Boykins 3 2/3, 6 earned. Summers the win. Ronaldo the save. Duke Newsom, your player of the game. You never got to play around with balls. You got to take them out when you got to take them out.
Let's see. Dillos win 5-4 over the Swifties. Let's see. State College, 2 hits, 2 RBIs for Blair. Amarillo, several 2-hit games here. Drome getting 2 hits and 2 RBIs in this. Man is going to get the win. Infinity gets the loss. Emidus Blair, your player of the game.
And finally, the Hepkits win over the Kingpins. They are now 28-11. 11 hits on the day. Ford Lincoln Mercury with 3 RBIs. Sideaway with another win. 5-0 now. Or excuse me, 5-1 on the year. 5 innings on the day with no earned runs. Bucker Woodler 6 1/3, 3 earned. Player of the game, Luke Sideaway.
And finally, the
They are.
Firehawks kill the Ranas, or shut out the Ranas. 2-0, 12
They
hits on
killed
that
him?
one. They killed him. No more Ranas. I'm sorry. It's over now.
Wow.
They're
I
they're
thought we
having
did that a long time ago
well,
when we made them bots.
I got a news alert just a little bit ago too that the
I
entire
guess.
the entire island of Puerto Rico is without power right now. They're having a power outage. So
Oh my God.
yeah, that just went on my alert just a little bit ago. Let's see. California, 3-hit day for Gray, for Wellerman, and for Jack. 3 guys with 3 hits. How about that? Ribbits go take the loss. Jimmy gets the win. Season 35 with another save, and slipping Jimmy, your player of the game. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what? The Riders are going to be in the dark today.
Front is in the dark. That's terrible.
Isn't it? Yep. Let's see here. Quick
That
send.
whole island is out of power, and instead of throwing rolls of paper towels at them, you're just gonna make jokes
I'm
about
gonna
their
make
baseball
jokes. That's
team.
right. That's right. I am. Well, they are bots.
How
I mean, they don't
cool!
care. They can see in the dark, right? I'm sure they have
Come
like
on,
night vision.
be a man and get some paper towels, maybe some
Oh my
toilet paper,
gosh.
some socks.
Try to do what I can. Oh, I made an updated ticker
Just throw it out there.
too. Let's see. The Krabbies tell the Voyagers not so fast. Cool your jets. We're gonna beat you. So the Krabbies win 3-2 over the Voyagers, who were trying to get back in a rhythm. 2-hit, 2 RBI day for Teggy. 2-hit, 2 RBI for the Southworth. Let's see. Atkins gets the loss. You get a ball with the win, and Alessio gets your player of the game.
Obligatory punish Southworth reference.
Exactly.
Buffalo wins 6-5 here, thanks to a 4-run fifth inning. All four of those runs coming off a grand slam from Tomlin. Iron 6 innings, 3 earned. Nansen 5 innings, 6 earned. Player of the game goes to the guy with the grand slam, perhaps. It does,
Yep.
Casey Tomlin.
Alrighty, and then on to where we at here? Raptors, 8-4 over the Pathfinders. Toronto, 2-hit games from 3 different players, a double for Wallish. Boise had a 2-hit, 3 RBI day for Ingram. Williams Jr. gets the win on the start. 8 innings, no earned runs, 6 strikeouts, and only 5 hits allowed. Winalito takes the loss, and a starting pitcher is your player of the game. Oh, JFK.
Oh, that's not particularly good.
What did you do?
I hear Don?
I hear you. Uh-oh. I think he's having technical difficulties, so I guess I'll do this one. Let's see. The Slothies lose 5-2 to the Vandals. Some guy named Don Marcus with 2 hits for the Sloths, 2 hits, 4 RBIs for McLevin Jr. Let's see. Wolf with the loss, Clap with the win. Velo gets a hold, and your player of the game is McLevin Jr. It's funny, I hear him, or you guys hear him too, because I know he's getting streamed. Let's
Hello?
see. You hear me yet? Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Okay. It's like we heard you the whole time. I was like, okay, I don't know what happened.
Oh, okay. You just kind of
Disappeared.
that like box score you did. I
Just disappeared.
Kind of disappeared. I'm not
was
really
odd.
sure why. Nothing died.
Yeah. Well, as long as we're still
okay,
going.
well,
All right.
whatever.
I picked up
Technology is
the
one
other
of
one. Yeah, it's a fun one. It
Thank you.
No worries. Death Valley wins 8-2 over the Toros. Cancun, 6 hits across 6 batters. Death Rage getting his 7th home run. Death Valley, several 2-hit days. Home runs for Reeves, Lamborghini, and Lawn Gnomes in this one. Lee gets the loss. Rossi the win. Keith the save. And Bass Reeves is going to be your player of the game.
All right, Nashville and Detroit 6-5 win for Nashville. So now they're 25-15 on the year. We had 8 hits for Nashville and 11 hits for Detroit. LeBeau 4 1/3, 5 earned, so a rough start, but the bullpen picked him up. Goat Face 3 2/3, 5 earned. What a rude thing to have as the last name. Nudes gets the loss. Player of the game is probably none of the pitchers. Nash DeVille,
Yeah,
not a pitcher.
Not a pitcher. Apex win 5-3 over the Space Rangers. Indy looking pretty solid this season. See Apex 2 hits, 2 RBIs for Thompson. Lunar Base had 6 hits across 3 players, but 3 RBIs for Allen in this one. Indianapolis, ironically, gets the loss for Lunar Base. Ball gets the win, Quads the save, and Calvin Ball, your player of the game.
Rougarous walk it off on a Rice and the third home run to beat the the Sea Serpents. 11 hits from New Orleans, including that walk-off home run. Seattle gets 9 hits, 3 of which from Becker. DeVries, 7 innings, 4 earned. Jackson, 6 innings, 3 earned. Cove with the win and the blown save. Not often you see that combo. Aaron Rice in the third, your player of the game for the walk-off.
And on to the Miners, the Wheelies, 4-0 shutout over the Botranas. That power outage is really affecting them. Let's see, Anchorage, 3 hits, 2 RBIs for Love. McDougal's going to get the win. Treadwell the save, and Willie McDougal, your player of the game.
State
Two seven.
College and Louisville both get 6 hits, but the Steeds win in the end. Ramirez is 4 hits. Everybody on Louisville except for Kwanzaa, excuse me, got a hit in that one. Krat, 5 innings, 5 earned. Blonde, 4 innings, 5 earned. Winner Jones, loser Gerhardt. Player of the game, Ramirez.
On to Bruce City, 15-4. 9-run eighth inning for the Bears. Holy moly. Let's see. Dillo's squad, 2 hits across 3 players. Home run for Love. Bruce City, 3 hits, 2 RBIs for Zecto. Let's see. Loss is going to be Diak, and Peregrino is going to get the win. Love Hammer to save, and Melo Mistier, your player of the game.
The
Oh.
Firehawks overcome a late rally from the Kingpins to win the game 4-3. Bonaspierre had 2 hits and 1 walk in this game. Chicago had 3 hits from Early Jr. The pitchers. We ball 7 innings and no earned runs. Corrigan 6 innings and 1 earned run. Hecate V Ball is your French player of the game. Croissant.
You're probably too young to
I'm sorry to
remember
all
Pepe
French
Le
speakers.
Pew. If only you were older, you'd know who Pepe Le Pew is. Flamingos, 4-0 over the Hep Kitties, who get shut out on the road. Hep Kitties, 7 runs, but or 7 hits, but no runs to go with it. 2 hits for Justice, 2 hits for Johnson. Florida, 2 hits for 4 different players with a home run for Back Again. Loss is going to go to Hooker. Win to King. Player of the game is Sniper King. Save that one and
All right, so I'm gonna completely randomly break the fourth wall here for a little bit. So there's a bit that I have with my girlfriend. I have a um, alternate personality named Carlos. My girlfriend hates any sounds that are like like any like deep throat sound. She just hates. So to mess with her, I will be Carlos, and I will say things like this in the worst Spanish accent in the world. And she's sitting in the other room, and she just texted me and said that French accent was worse than Carlos. So don't worry, everybody. Even the person who loves me hated that too.
and you know what? Somehow it blew past the sim day. I never even saw it say sim day. Or I mean, no scheduled day. This was supposed to be the stream day.
What happened?
I have no idea. I told it to play one game, and I'll have to watch in the replay see what happened. But yeah, I never saw it say no game scheduled in this day. But lo and behold, I go to the day we're supposed to do, and it's in this day. This is the day we're supposed to sim.
Sim or stream?
Or stream, rather. Yeah, we're supposed to stream this one, The Vandals.
Oh my God! Did you do it again?
I did. I don't know what the hell I did.
Oh my
I'm
God!
fired.
We were having a grand old time. Now I'm
We
gonna have
were.
to fire you.
I know. I tell you, yeah, it's the 50 thing. It is. Yeah, so yeah, we can't do it because we'll go into the next set of games, which would not be a good thing.
Wait. So 609. Okay, go back.
Yeah. The
608
10.
Anchorage, Bruce City.
Yeah, we did that. So that's why I'm kind of confused where the hell we got, because we did
We're,
that
go-
one.
we're
We
gonna do
streamed
our
that.
full investigation right now, folks.
Uh-huh.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
Somebody's gonna be somebody will
Um.
clip it and like be like, there's
Oh.
what we did. Damn it.
Yeah, I think we saw that Bruce City.
Yeah, that's the
game.
Bruce City we
'Cause-
game. Yeah, I must have
Okay.
not
That
been
was
paying
right.
attention. Said go to next day, and then we quick sim this, and these were the ones we did.
Then you said it was 2 quick sim days.
Yep, 2 quick sims. But the second day is showing no games, and I don't remember seeing no games ever show up.
So I
there's
guess
usually
you
no
just.
games. I somehow I
minute.
went straight to the 11th.
Wait. Is there games on the 12th?
There is, but we aren't supposed to do them. We're supposed to do the San Antonio Vancouver game on the 11th. Yeah. I quick sim this, somehow skipped over that and quick sim that. And then I went to next day and went, oh crap, it says the 12th.
Well, no, because I thought the only reason I asked is because I thought you were clicking forward to the 12th, and I saw
No.
I was just showing the no games, and I
Yeah.
just looked and saw that we're supposed to have a stream game
Yes.
on that day. I was like, whoa, wait a minute, why are we missing games? Hang on.
Well, it's okay it
Well,
happened, except for the
unfortunately,
fact it's my team. I wanted to watch.
unfortunately, Don,
I
that
know.
is 2 strikes.
It is. I
Um,
know. Yep. Yep.
a third, and we're going to have
I'm
to
calling one
put
eight
you up.
hundred hummus. My gambling problems getting to my job.
Yes, we're gonna have to put you up for a public roast
Ah,
after the
lovely.
third one. On a more serious note,
Lovely.
apologies, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I am
This
sorry.
stuff happens. Usually not twice in a row, but hey, it happens. I've always thought that we should tell you guys when there's no games on a date instead of just quick sim for this exact reason,
Uh-huh.
actually. But it's kind of a hard thing to do unless
Yeah.
somebody goes through manually and does it,
Yep.
which is me.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Yeah, because I even updated it to
no,
quick sim,
Dave,
and I was
that
like,
was
oh shoot.
Dave, that was travel day, so it's end of the
Train
series.
wreck.
Yeah, one eight
Uh,
hundred train wreck. Yeah, there you
yep. Yep.
go. It's well, luckily enough, I will not be here next Wednesday night, so Don will
Ooh, I
have
get to mess
a
up
different
without anybody
partner
watching. All
who is able to focus. He is able to focus and not laughing at my jokes, and
right.
he will not screw up because I won't be here. But I
That's
will be here tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, Tiden and I we will have no Joe, and we will have
Ooh.
uh,
There's no Joe
it's New
tomorrow?
York at Pro. Yeah, no Joe tomorrow apparently, and I don't think any Unique either. The 12th has a game. It's MIV Pro. Wait, so there's just an off day in the middle of this series? Dame?
There's no games on the 10th. Because there's usually one set
Well,
of
because
no
what
games.
Dame said was if you shut BNN off, then you could technically watch the 12th Vancouver and Sloss. And I said, no, it's a travel day.
No, it's
Is
the
there an
start.
off day mid series?
No, no, no. The start of the series is the 11th. So there's no game there. So Vancouver
Oh,
is playing.
God.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
game
you're
2 of the
right.
series.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep thinking you're clicking forward. I'm not reading the dates
No,
right.
no, no. Yeah. So this is game 2 of the series. So I guess
Um,
technically we could, right?
um,
I don't want to screw things up for the morning crew. It's bad enough that
who
we're on
did?
the 12th.
I mean, personally, I don't want to because I don't want to cross the limits. But
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
trying
want
to
to mess things
think.
up, but I don't want to make things hard on those guys
Did
in the morning.
who did I show? Because last week was it San Antonio who got an extra game? Who was playing
No,
Boise?
somebody.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
we had no. It wasn't San Antonio, but we did one
I
game
wasn't
each because
okay.
we
I
screwed up.
thought
Yeah,
maybe it was one of these two who already has a game back anyway. So I was gonna
yeah.
say call it even. Um, I don't know. I
Because
mean,
we streamed
all
6 last week and then 4 this week.
yeah.
Oh my
So
gosh.
just for this one,
Yeah,
I mean, if anything, I just say that we have the morning crew due to
that's what
today
I'd
or
say. They'll.
whatever.
Yeah, that's probably better.
Um,
I'm looking on this, or the
no.
Sloss chat is like
Uh,
quiet, so they would be harassing the crap out of me if they were on. So
no, Pfeiffer. It's the 12th, so we do have a game
yeah,
today. We're supposed to watch New York and Providence. But anyway,
yep.
as your boss, I'm just going to say go ahead and save and export,
All
and
right,
we'll call
we
it
will
for
do
the
that.
evening, and we'll stop on our date.
Yep, we'll stop there, and I'm gonna put a note out so that they know we are on the 12th because I did advance a day thinking we were
Yes,
advancing the 11th. So. Yep. See, now watch. I'm
and
gonna drop from everybody's favorite streamer to everybody's least favorite streamer after these 2 streams.
you said we only had one prime time, right? This
Yeah,
time
we
back
only had
around.
one. That wasn't a prime time.
Okay, because I was
No.
gonna say,
So
because
yeah,
if it
we're
was
good.
prime time, I'd have you shut BNN off, etc.,
Yeah. No, it's not. The only prime time we had was the DVS OBX game. So.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yep.
no biggie, in my
All right.
opinion.
Yeah. All right. So we will do that. Let me get this uploading. Execute, and then I can do some of the stats from the last one. Make sure we get to the error. There it is. Let me find the stats that they had done. Always appreciate the stats team putting things together for us. Let's see, recent milestones here and everything else. Got a few to go through here. So, player of the week for the Legends was Barker Bubbs of Providence. Ted Gianalis of DVS was the player of the week for the Champions. Kerry Kelly got the Batter of the Month award. Gianalis, the Champions Batter of the Month award. Brigham Irons got the Pitcher of the Month award for Legends. Calvin Ball, Pitcher of the Month award for the Champions. Austin Webb got Rookie of the Month award for the Legends. Rookie of the Month award for the Champions goes to Michael Dion II. Ichabod Cranepool pitched a 6-hit shutout game against Seattle, and Always a Bummus followed it up with a 4-hit shutout game against Seattle. Dimpley Sporger got Player of the Week award for the Legends. Bass Reeves got Player of the Week award for the Champions. Brigham Irons got a perfect game against the Voyager, striking out 8 hitters. Perfect game. How about that? Let's see. Minors. Ford Lincoln Mercury got the MIL Player of the Week award. Gnome Child got the MIL Batter of the Month award. Zodiac got Pitcher of the Month award. Let's see. Amadeus Blair got Player of the Week award. Ford Lincoln Mercury went 4-4 against the Batranas. Gnome Child went 4-5 against the Batranas. Bill Slamscotch went 4-5 against Kansas City. Lilo Pelikais threw 8 scoreless against the Wheelies. Let's see. Slivin Jimmy throws 8 scoreless innings against the Swifties. Say this 5 times fast. Okay, and then milestones. Okay, Leonidas Ruiz got 1,250 hits. Gabriel Catcher Scudder got 150 home runs and 350 doubles. Jorge Garbanzo hit his 650th walk. Arya Harper hits 300 stolen bases. Brigham Irons gets 1,000 innings pitched. And that takes us through the stats and awards for the last sim. That was a lot that time. And we got some time for Ask the Booth.
Yeah, ask the booth. Go ahead and ask the way.
Or
Direct
roast
any
the Don the way
angry,
it is today.
yeah, direct
Roast the
any
Don.
angry comments
Right.
toward Don Marcus.
Hey,
Don't
at
direct them
least
at
I
me. I get
didn't
in
hit
trouble.
the quick sim on the one game, even though I hovered it for a second.
I guess that's true.
My heart skipped a beat too when I was over. No, wrong button.
Actually, yeah. Instead of ask the
Roasted
booth,
sloth.
we could do a poll. What should we do with Don Marcus?
Oh my gosh. You can't take away my cheer
Um,
wine. That is not allowed. I'm drinking my cheer wine.
no, yeah, no
That is
cheer wine
not
is an
even a
option.
possibility. No, 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 no.
Tarred and feathered, that's an option.
Would you notice that on a sloth?
Oh, well, I would assume you'd notice it on
Feathered
anything,
sloth? I don't know.
frankly. Yeah, avoid the prediction mods if you haven't
Oh
already.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you can do that.
Yeah, they can do that.
Um, don't want to, steal any money out of the economy or anything.
Thank you, Chaotic. At least somebody still loves me.
He loves everybody though. He's like Jimmy Fallon.
This is true.
I'm taking. Jacob will hear all of your complaints as well. There, Pfeiffer. Um, so anyway, so we have with Tarred and Feathered taken away his cheer wine, which for the record, I think the cheer wine is probably worse. Um, well, we could just make him do every stream. I mean,
Oh dear
that's
God.
you know, give him the old LBG treatment.
Make me do it till I get it right. Is that what it is?
Yeah, basically, practice, practice, practice. Or the fourth option, you could make him do it with me, and
Oh
even
no.
more. And that's the worst one of all of them,
Doing it with
probably.
the boss is just wrong on so many levels.
Make a Don mod every stream of
Oh my
S55. There you
God.
go. That's a good
Wow.
one.
Wow. I miss my modding days. That was always fun.
The winner of the bet was
It was everybody. Everybody
uh
won.
the friends we made along the way.
Does anybody know we got anybody we can raid? Raid?
Cabacom is streaming. I see that he's streaming Tesho. Tessuigi is streaming out of the park. Tehsuigi.
Got him. This is just about updated, and then I will make sure that the index is updated before we move over.
So anyway, like I said, thank you very much for attending. Once again, folks, we do apologize about the end there. But hey, mistakes happen. These guys work hard, and sometimes after a couple hours, you accidentally forget some stuff. So
Or
anyway,
click too many times, apparently. I'm still not sure I know.
on going on, and I think I know how to fix that particular problem legitimately. Um, just more work for me. But anyway, moving on. So tomorrow morning, Tiden and I will be back together again on a Thursday. We have some new graphics to debut. I think you guys are gonna love them.
Ooh.
So that going on tomorrow. It's Tim G is back on Saturday to end the week and figure out who's on the All-Star team. And then Monday with Hacob for the
Derby.
Home Run All-Star Derby. I just said that wrong. The All-Star Home Run Derby.
Who won the
Uh,
who won the home run derby last year? I forget.
Oh, I have no idea.
That was me.
Oh, sorry.
I forgot.
Oh, you know what? That's what we're doing. That's
Uh-huh.
what I got it. I'm making an executive decision
Uh-oh.
as your boss. I'm taking away your trophy.
What? You know how
I,
hard it
I'm
was to get that trophy?
and
With
you
my
know
weak
what?
arms?
You know what? And I want my $10 back for that funnel cake I bought you.
Oh my gosh. Here, you can have some of the I still got powdered sugar on my fingers. Here, you can have it.
No, I don't want the powdered sugar. I want the money.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
So mean. I swear. See what I put up with? Come on.
See what I put up with? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming. Don, I will let you sign off now.
Yes, yes. Got the updated, or the index is about done, I think. I just like to make sure it's all done.
Oh,
So
let
you
me
all
go
know to
look.
go look. It's still spinning, but it should be any second.
No.
Come
24 and 9
on,
still.
come on, come on. It's still thinking. Come on. Come on.
You know what they say, Don, a watch pot never boils.
Yep, and a watched update index never updates. And we are going to go over to the Shuggy, so at least stay until the raid happens and give him some love because, you know, it's always fun to get raided by a bunch of crazy streamers. Prospect League. Oh, yeah, the Prospect League draftees. Forgot about that.
There it goes.
Is it? Okay. Yep, there we go. We just updated. All right. Index is updated, guys. So, yeah, we're going to go raid. Oh, did I misspell it? It's raid. T-H-E, or T-E-H. That's what I did. T-H-S-U-I-G-I. There we go. Now it's getting ready. All right. So we're going to go raid him. And, yeah, thank you guys for watching. From Troublemaker Mike and Perfectly Innocent Never Messes Up Don. Have a great evening, everybody. I'll see you next week. And don't forget, tune in tomorrow morning or evening if you guys are out in the European, for the European stream. Take care, guys.